Welcome to 9dimesproject.com or 9Dimes Project YouTube channel. Alright, so we're starting our series on debt intelligence. And this video is good debt versus bad debt. So here we go. Not all debt is bad. Some debt builds wealth, but most of it is destroyed. Most wealth is destroyed with debt. For the next 3 weeks, we'll show you the difference between good debt and bad debt, how to escape debt if you're drowning, and the traps that will ruin you. First, again, a reminder, not all debt is bad. Some debt makes you rich. Most of it makes you poor. Okay, so good debt. It's going to build wealth. Student loans, I would say mostly those are bad debt, but they can be good. Here's how they're good and bad. Say you have an engineering degree, it costs you, I don't know, 40 to 70K. And chances are you can get a good career out of it, and that's good debt. An art history degree costing you about the same or even higher. And yeah, your starting salary is like 35K. That's bad debt. So to calculate, will this degree pay for itself in 5 to 10 years? All right, so mortgage, if you can afford it. A home appreciates over time in most cases, or historically anyway. Builds equity, which is forced savings, but don't buy a house if you cannot afford it. That's the way the debt will be bad. A business loan, borrowing to make more money. That's smart. Borrowing to cover losses. That's a death spiral. Okay, some bad debt. Credit card debt with 20 to 25% APR. Buying stuff that loses value immediately, paying double or triple for it in interest. That's a bad debt. Another bad debt, payday loans. That is suicide, self-deletion. They're like 400% plus APR. Borrow $500 and you owe $650 in 2 weeks. It gets people trapped in a cycle. We'll cover that later. Car loans. Cars lose 20% of their value as soon as you drive them off the lot. A new car. New car is the worst investment. And yeah. Financing a depreciating asset at 6 to 12% interest. It's a bad debt. Personal loans for consumption, borrowing to go on a vacation, that's bad. Borrowing to buy clothes, that's bad. In most cases, personal loans just aren't good. The better thing to do is make cuts in your life. Cut things that aren't really adding to your life. Even if you can get that vehicle out of your life. If you've got 2 vehicles and there's any way you can make it with one, if you're drowning, obviously if you got wealth, then buy as many cars as you want. But if you're struggling with the money and you got 2 cars, get rid of one. Get rid of them both if you can, until you're not struggling anymore. So, as some gurus would say, the best debt is no debt. Even if good debt has risk, or even good debt has risk. Student loans can't be discharged in a bankruptcy. Mortgages can lead to foreclosure. If you want zero risk, avoid all debt. This is the nuclear option. It'll be on hard mode, but it's valid. Debt decision tree. Ask these questions before borrowing. Will this make me more money? If the answer is yes, then still maybe you borrow. Still not 100%. Also, will this appreciate in value? If yes, then still weigh your options. Can you afford payments if your income drops some percentage? If the answer is no, then don't borrow. Are you borrowing for consumption? If the answer is yes, then don't borrow. What's the interest rate? If it's above 10%, probably should not borrow. So real examples. Let's say Sarah borrowed $30,000 for her nursing degree, and her starting salary was $65,000. That's good. Paid off the loan in 3 years, and now she's making $75,000. That's good debt. All right. Another scenario: Mike borrowed $50,000 for a communications degree. Starting salary is $35,000. Still paying off the loan 10 years later. It's bad debt. So Chen bought a duplex for $200,000. Lives in one unit, rents out the other at $1,200 a month. The mortgage is $1,500 a month. He's out of pocket $300 a month. That's a good deal. So essentially, he's building equity, and he gets a rental income. That's a good deal. All right, so Lisa financed $35,000 for a new car at 8% for 7 years. The car is worth $20,000 after 3 years. She still owes $25,000. She's underwater. That's bad debt. All right. So that's this video, part 2 of our series of debt intelligence. We're going to go over how to escape the debt. We have the snowball method, avalanche method, and that's on Monday. Grab our free tools, wealth building tools, Links in the description. I really like our debt calculator. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.